What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode here on the YouTube channel. This morning here in Wisconsin, we woke up to a balmy 46 degrees and the high temp today is 57 degrees. And that means that bow season is right around the corner here in Wisconsin, and I cannot wait to get out here in the woods and hunting. Today, I'm setting up my saddle hunting stand and putting out the new Spypoint Flex-S Dark trail camera. By the end of this video, everything will be ready for opening of bow season, and hopefully we'll start getting pictures of some big bucks that are moving through this land. So let's get to it. So let's start with the gear that I use for saddle hunting right here. I run your Trophyline Covert Ultra with a lineman's rope, a tether, and climbing sticks. And the reason that I choose saddle hunting over traditional stand is simple. This is lighter, it's more mobile, and gives me options when I want to bounce around to different spots during the bow season. Safety is huge, so if you're just getting into saddle hunting, always practice at ground level first and make sure that you're clipped in the entire time. Don't cut corners because deer season is no fun if you're sitting in the ER. If you watch this video right up here, I started saddle hunting last year and I absolutely love it. Not only is it mobile, but I find that saddle hunting is also a little bit more comfortable as well. One of the equipments that I highly recommend saddle hunters get are knee pads. These are awesome because these allow you to just kind of lean up against the tree. It protects your knees from getting sore as well. You can buy them at Trophyline, or you can simply go to your local hardware store. They're a lot cheaper. I got these performance ones, Performance Max ones. I think they're about 12 bucks for these knee pads, but I would highly recommend these. Now, I'm gonna get up into the tree. I'm first gonna scout out some trees and find a tree that works best and will be suitable for early season bow here on this property. Now, when I'm picking a tree, I look for a few things. First is cover behind me. Second is a good wind direction, and then multiple shooting lanes. And this tree right behind me checks all of those boxes. It's right off a well-used deer trail, kind of a clear cut, and I'll be about 15 to 20 feet up, which gives me just enough elevation without skylining myself for the deer. So let's get this whole system set up for you. So again, here is the tree that I'm using. Here's a good shot of a trail that the deer come down, kind of an opening right here that they come passing through for food sources and their bedding area, which is off that way. One thing I learned last year, find a tree that's not too big. Last year I used a tree that was probably kind of like that. It was a little too big, so I'm finding one this year that's a lot easier to maneuver up so that I'm not as close to the tree, and it gives me some space and some room to hang out from the tree as well, and it's easier to get the straps for my sticks, my lineman, and my tether around the tree. Okay, again, here's my Trophyline Covert Ultra. It's super easy to do and use. Now, the reason I lock the legs in is because then I can just put my, let me show you, I can just put my legs right in like that, pull it on like I'm pulling up some pants, and then I lock in the waist. I've lost some weight since last bow season, quite a bit of weight, and so I got to tighten this thing up a little bit more than what it used to be. And that's a good thing that I lost some weight. Maybe I'll be able to get up and down the tree a little bit easier than last year. Tighten up the leg ones, and now I'm good to go. So now what I can do is start putting my sticks on the tree. One of the keys that you want to do is when you get to the top, you want to slide right onto your platform. So put your sticks not in the front of the tree, keep it towards the back so it lines up just offset of your platform. That way you can just get to the top and simply step right onto your platform. That's another thing that I learned last year from putting my sticks too far out. I had too far of a step, and you can always adjust them throughout the season as well. So when you're going up the tree, throw it around this loop right here, throw it around the tree like this, and then you lock into the other loop right there. All right, so I got it up, got the sticks up, a good 20 feet right there. I did get these spaced a little too much, but I have some pretty long legs, so it's not that big of a deal for me. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one more stick right above that one and above that branch right there, and then I'm gonna add my platform right there. Actually, I don't even know if I need the last stick. 20 feet up, this is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my platform right here, pretty much even at the top of this one, so I can just step right around. Okay, so I have it up, just like that. Snug it tight, and then what I like to do is I like to force this down, just like that. So the teeth jam in, and then what I do, there, all set. I'm gonna make some final adjustments to it so that it's level and I'm up. I'm going to need to take this branch off and this branch. So, and I forgot my saw, of course. Fall turkey season is right around the corner too. They're clucking away right over here. So the key is to always stay attached to the tree. Don't ever find yourself without your lineman rope or your tether to the tree. That's not good. So what I'll do then, my tether around the tree, or excuse me, this lineman's rope around the tree, and then I take my tether right here and hook it to that lineman rope, and then I will take this off. That way I'm continuously connected to the tree. But here it is. This is the gist, and this is pretty cool. They come in through here. They also come in through here. They pass through this nice little clear cut, done this last spring. Saddle hunting allows you to be mobile, which is really cool, but the property I hunt on, particularly bow hunting, I usually stay right here because their feeding patterns don't change a whole lot, and it's a small 40 acres that I hunt on, so it's not like I'll be bouncing around too much. Nice things about saddle hunting, especially if you're on public land and you want to bounce around quite a bit. One day you're hunting this place and you want to go to another place the next day. That's when saddle hunting really helps. So saddle stand is all set up. Next up, let's talk trail cameras, and I'm running the Spypoint Flex-S Dark this season, and this thing has built-in solar. It's got a dark flash so you don't spook the deer. Best of all, cellular, so pictures go straight to my phone, and I'm going to place it along this travel corridor. The deer are moving from bedding to food, and this is the perfect pinch point to catch them, and this is where I have my stand as well. So I'm gonna go mount it right now. Here it is mounted. Here's a little pro tip for you. Angle your camera slightly down and then try to face it either north or south so you don't get sun glare at sunrise and sunset. So I'm gonna go on ahead here, turn it on. It's checking. We got good signal. We got a full battery. We got 3 bars. And there it is. It's taking its test. Green is go. We can shut this, and I'm gonna check my app. It's on, and the app confirms that we are live. I just checked my phone. So now we just wait and we see if we have any bucks showing up or what we have showing up, if anything at all. I wanna share with you my strategy, my game plan. I'll be running this saddle set up early in the season, staying mobile, checking the cameras from my phone so that I don't have to come in here and disturb the area too much. Early season in Wisconsin can be a little bit tricky. Deer are still hitting green food sources, but once those acorns drop, everything changes, and that's why I like this setup, because I can adjust quickly if the deer start moving somewhere else, whether you're here in Wisconsin or hunting somewhere else. The key is mobility, playing the wind, and staying out of your best spots until you know that the time is right. And the person who knows their hunting spots the best are you, the hunter. My hope for all of you watching this is you have, number one, a safe hunt, but then you also have a successful hunt this year, and that you just get out and you enjoy the woods, nature, and all of God's creation, eh? I'm all done. I'm eating lunch, and I just realized that I'm eating the last of last year's venison. We are all out, which means I'm glad bow season is right around the corner, and I have 3 kids hunting this year. So the stand's ready, cameras are rolling, and now the countdown to opening bow season is on. And I'll be checking back in once in a while, once I have some deer on camera. So make sure that you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the updates here on our YouTube channel. And I want to ask, what's your bow season prep look like this year? Why don't you drop a comment below? I'd love to hear your prep and what you're looking forward to in bow season this year. So till next time, again, good luck, hunt safe, good talk, see you out there.
Right here.